What's up, guys? Hey, so today I'm out at the shooting range doing some combat shooting. A buddy of mine kind of, basically invited me out. It's my first time basically doing any sort of, shooting competition. So a little rusty, a lot to learn, but I'm having fun, and that's what it's all about. So we got a bunch of shooters out here in San Diego, and it's a good day. It's hot, but it's a good day for, to be shooting and to just learn a lot. So catch you guys in a little bit. Peace. All right, I'm glad you got a chance to check out my intro for my very first ever competition shoot. So about that, man, I got a lot to unpack with this first shoot. All right, so for me, obviously, I've never done a competition shoot before, so I've always wanted to do it. I've got a buddy of mine who I feature here coming up later in the video, who he absolutely loves it, and it's something that I've wanted to get into. So one day he hit me up, is like, hey, I'm gonna do a shoot. I was like, all right, let's do this. We've been talking about it for so long. So I finally got a chance to do it. And oh, by the way, I made a ton of mistakes, all right? So that's what you guys are gonna see here today on this video, is me just kind of doing a deep dive, a breakdown of pretty much all the mistakes that I made during this competition shoot. And boy, oh boy, was there a lot. There was some positive things, definitely. I would say for me, the biggest thing was actually getting out there, doing it, not just talking about it, being about it, and obviously learning. At the end of the day, it was all about having fun and learning. So with that being said, let's get into the video, and please try not to laugh so hard on all the mistakes I make during my very first competition pistol shoot, all right? So right off the bat, as you can see here, I'm basically at the starting line. I'm basically just getting my press check, making sure I've got a round in the chamber so that when I get to the target, I actually have something that I can shoot with. So I'm here at the kind of the start. You've got the kind of the walker, or the guy that's walking you through all the different stages and targets, really as more of like a safety and a timing person. So I get there kind of on the wrong side of the cone to begin with. Overall, the stance looks good. And as you can see, I get right up to basically like the starting plate, ready to bat. And you can see what I did right off the bat right here. I'm obviously on the wrong side of the cone there. Needed to shift like directly in front of it. And as you can see, boom, right there. Right there is where I kind of just, jumped the gun, drew for that pistol right before the buzzer hit. All right, so that's mistake number one, okay? Be cool, be calm, be collected. Slow, smooth is fast. All right, so as you can see, it just kind of went for the draw. I was amped up and ready to go, but you gotta relax and gotta kind of follow the procedures and the rules of the shoot for safety and for just the overall smoothness, flow of the overall shoot. So let's see what happens next. All right, so buzzer kicks off, and right there, missed a shot. All right, so man, I don't know what happened. Missed the first shot, hit the second one, missed the third shot, and immediately went to the first, the next cone, and I kind of had to stop 3/4 of the way right there. So, number one, really understanding and knowing the drills will help you out immensely. It'll help you out a ton. And I obviously didn't pay enough attention to the shooters going before me to really see the overall sequencing, the pattern, the direction of the shoot. And that's one thing I wish I would have just spent the day just seeing just how the overall sequence of events go. So that's one hit on me. That's something I will definitely do, is get there early. I literally, I got there a little bit late. I wanted to get there, at least 30, 45 minutes before the actual shoot started to really see how the flow of things got. And anyway, didn't get there. So I kind of just had to kind of roll right into it. I had a few shooters in front of me that I could kind of look at, but you really need to kind of sit there and absorb really how things are going to go, and just do some dry repetitions at home or whatever with some cones, and kind of get yourself in the right mindset to be able to go into the sequence of shooting the right way. Okay, so get to the first cone from the start there. First shot, good hit. Second shot, missed. Went to the second one there. Got those. I started to really feel my rhythm. Went back. Now I'm gonna pause right here, and just, you can see. Now, one of the things is, especially when you're working with a live weapon, a hot gun as we call it, you definitely want to keep that thing pointing downrange. You'll get dinged and if not kicked off of that range immediately if you start to flash your weapon all around the range, especially with a round in the chamber, right? So they're big on the safety, and that's why that gentleman is right there, primarily for the safety factor, to make sure I'm doing things the right way. So as you see, as I kind of backed up, as I came running back, I kept my muzzle facing down range, okay, in the safe direction. So that was one thing I did really, really well, and I'm really proud of myself that I did that. As you can see, that second target set from the starting cone there, kind of got my rhythm. I was able to get that pistol up and present it out, just right to where I was able to acquire the dot and get those 2 shots down really, really quick so I could move to my my third target. All right, so as I'm here, okay, got a good hit, missed the second hit, followed up with the third, and that for me is kind of like a pattern that I see is that initial shot, just kind of getting into a good placement, a good stance, and getting that proper trigger control, trigger squeeze, sight alignment, and really nailing that first shot, because that's what helps go into the follow-up shot and then moving on to the overall the next target. All right, so we'll continue on here. All right, now right there is where you see, again, not really being familiar with the direction, the sequencing, the stage of the shoot. Immediately wanted to go kind of diagonal and straight up to that target up to the right, or that shooting target point up to the right. But initially I needed to go just to the right. So I kind of caught myself, and as you can see there, I basically wasted time, all right? So you don't want to waste time when you're out there, especially when you're under the gun, you're under the clock. Time is everything, time and accuracy and speed. But again, the smoother you are, the more it's going to shrink down that time and get you a better placing. All right, so I kind of caught myself, went to the cone there, good hit first. Again, follow-up shot, missed it, got it with the third, moving up there to that top right target point. Good hits because it's right there. Moving left, I really started to kind of feel my groove here, did a mag change, and as you can see, got that follow-up, that second shot, and I'm moving back. You can see I start to slow down a little bit because I'm really starting to get my groove. And then from there, my starting point, I was really able to kind of figure out my groove. So my advice to you, all right, is to, watch a couple YouTube videos about competition shooting, get some cones, get your air gun out there or whatever, your condition for your dry gun. Do some practice wherever you can, and then obviously get out there with enough time to where you can actually see whatever the drills are for that particular stage of the shoot, and really understand like your direction of movement, your sequencing, how many shots per target, the direction, right? Because it can start from right to left or left to right, or far to near. There's many different ways that these drills can be conducted, and all of these things will again help shrink down your time, and hopefully I'll give you a chance to breathe and process and get more accurate rounds onto the target. All right, so again, very first competition shoot, so much to learn from in this video, but again, I wanted to share my mistakes with you so that can make you a better shooter overall. When you get out there, you're not making hopefully the same mistakes that I made. All right, so that's all I got for this, breakdown video, and basically I'm going to kind of leave you with a little outro, with a couple of my buddies, my friends that I went to go shoot with at the comp shoot, and it was an absolutely, wonderful day. It was a little bit warmer than I would have liked, but other than that, I had so much fun. I learned a lot, and it was a safe day of shooting. So that's all I got for you on today's video. If you haven't liked the video, if you haven't subscribed, you haven't shared it, please do so. It helps the channel grow, and I will see you guys next time on the TSAW channel. Peace. What's up, guys? Sean here. I got the crew. We're down here at Duffytown, the range, doing a combat shoot. So I picked up a ton. I'm here with Johnny, a couple other guys that I just met. Ben, Tim. All right, so we just finished up. We're closing out for the day. It was an absolutely amazing shoot. I learned a ton. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.